Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Arif Shafiq Dapat Fauzi. My maintenance number is B07171084. So today I will interview with an engineer that work at AMZ Studio which is Hazwan engineering company. He has work experience about 10 years. So Mr. Hazwan, can you introduce yourself? Can you explain about yourself? How old are you? How many years that you're already involved? And how many projects that you are already involved?
Hello, Assalamualaikum. I am Hazwan Zahari, currently working at AZ as an engineering about 10 years. I am a graduate from UTeM MFI study aspect engineering. My work involving many projects, and one of them is a project Paku educational hub in Johor that worth billions ringgit.
Okay, Mr. Hazwan. Okay, first question that I will ask you, which is, what do you think about registered professional engineer with practicing certificate, not to accept benefit from more than one party or more?
For me, as registered professional engineer with practicing certificate, should not accept any benefit or compensation, financial or otherwise, from more than one party or professional engineering services on the same project, or for professional engineering services pertaining to the same project, unless if their circumstances are fully disclosed and agreed to all by interested parties.
Okay, that's good response for question one. So next, I will ask you about the question two. Okay, when registered professional engineer with a practicing certificate can certify the work.
A registered professional engineering with a practicing certificate should certify satisfactory completion of the piece of work only if he has control over the supervision of the construction of installation of the works, and only if he has satisfied the construction of installation has fulfilled the requirements of the engineering design and specification.
Okay, next question is, can you give some opinion on how the registered professional engineer with a practicing certificate that falsify the qualification?
It is wrongdoing in all aspects in engineering. This is because they are registered professional engineering with practicing certificate should not falsify his qualifications or permit misrepresentation of his or his associates' qualification. He should not misrepresent or execute his responsibility in all for the subject matter's previous assignments. He also should not misrepresent pertinent facts concerning employees, associates, joint venture, or past accomplishment.
Okay, that's a good opinion from you. So I will ask about the next question is, for the registered professional engineer, is it wrong if they certify work, even if they don't have control over supervision?
As the registered professional engineer should not reveal facts, data, or the information without the prior consent of the client or employer, past, the present, except the authorized or required by the law, or when the withholding of the such information in contrary to the safety, health, and interest of the public.
Okay, for fifth question, Mr. Hazwan. Okay. Before becoming to be a professional engineer, we will become the graduate engineer first. Okay. So what do you think if as a newbie in engineering, they falsify their qualification?
If they did it, it is wrong because in the Code of Ethics, they cannot falsify their qualification or permit misrepresentation of his qualification, and they should not undertake assignments only if he has qualified by education and experience in the specific technical fields of the assignment in which he has to be involved.
Okay, next. What criteria for registered graduate engineer to certify work that must have been supervised, witnessed, or inspected as such work?
They should bring the attention of the engineer or employer at the earliest possible opportunity of the any instance where the works or material used are not in compliance with the specifications, drawings, or condition of contract.
For question 7, in engineering technologies, they also cannot falsify qualification. And why?
If they falsify their qualification that act themselves as qualified engineer technologies, they cannot to do their work properly in the accuracy of facts and the data that they may sign or endorses any statement or claim that may affect the work of technology sector.
And the next question is for the number 8. The engineering technologies can certify work only if they have supervised, witnessed, or inspected such work and others. What your opinion about this?
Registered engineering technology should keep proper records of its participation, supervision, inspection, or witnessing the activities on site, including the dates and time, subject matter condition of site, weather, to make sure the supervisor can certify their work.
Thus, the registered inspector should not accept the benefit from more than one party because it may affect the main party. So, what do you think about that, Mr. Hazwan?
Registered inspector, they shall not solicit or accept any kind of consideration, financial or otherwise, directly or indirectly from outside agent in the connection with the work for which is responsibility in case any kind of trouble to happen.
Mr. Hazwan, this is the last question for you. So, what's your opinion about the falsified qualification by a registered inspector of works?
If they does not have certificate qualification of inspector, they may not respond with a reasonable time to communicate from the board or any other relevant authority on matters. This can cause major problem in the engineering sector.
Okay, Mr. Hazwan. Seeing that you already answer all question in this interview with the good response and good answer, so can you complete what you get from this interview for yourself?
Conclusion, it is important as a certified professional engineer to have true certificate and practicing good ethics in engineering works plus certified their work in engineering.